the third Fortnitemares event. That is right, guys, it is happening, and today I'm going to be telling you guys all of the details we know about it. We've got tons of leaked skins for the event to go over, tons of stuff about the event itself. Also, Ghoul Trooper is even returning. Just everything you need to know about, again, Fortnitemares 3. Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. How are you guys doing? If you're having a good day, hit that like button down below. I'm so excited for this. Halloween is just around the corner, and with that being said, so is Fortnitemares. The Halloween themed event in the game is happening very, very soon, and I've got all of the details for you right here. And like I said, tons of leaked Halloween skins, stuff about the event, when it's going to release, and a lot more. So be sure to watch this video until the end for all of the info. And on top of that, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, especially since I'm going to be helping you guys out with the challenges coming up in the event. And if you want to help support me, be sure to use code TheLlamaSir in the item shop. But without further ado here, let's go ahead and get into it with all of the news we have to cover. Now, first of all, before we get into the Fortnitemares stuff, there was one change that was added in this update that I just had to include in the beginning of this video. So this is just kind of like a warm-up piece of update news before we get into the Fortnitemares stuff. But if you go into your locker, everybody got this, or it sort of got changed, but if you go into your locker, and actually one thing I also noticed, I think this is new, this update, you can see that my marshmallow pickaxe got a changed rarity to icon series, which is pretty interesting. That's probably for collabs with like music people or things like that, but that's not the thing I want to talk about. If you scroll all the way to the bottom of your pickaxes and select the default pickaxe, you will see that it is now updated. That is right, guys, they updated the default pickaxe, which is kind of crazy. I mean, they did update the default skins, so it makes sense, but it's interesting to see that the old default pickaxe was taken out and it was replaced with this one right here. So yeah, a little interesting thing to start out the video right there. But let's keep it going here and start talking about the Fortnitemares 3 and things like that. And let's start it out first of all with what I think the theme of this event will be. Obviously, it'll still probably be like Fortnitemares, but it's got to have like a specific thing going on for it. The first Fortnitemares was just kind of basic Halloween stuff. They only really added the pumpkin launcher and maybe something else. Then Fortnitemares 2 came around and they had all of the cube fiends and stuff like that from Kevin the Cube. It was this big thing on the map, so this time they have to do something similar to that, or you know, even bigger and better. So what I think it'll be this time around is the Final Reckoning, and there's multiple reasons for this. And let's just start it out with the fact that there is apparently going to be a Final Reckoning bundle, a bundle of skins and stuff like that. Now, we don't know officially what is going to be in the bundle. However, we do know that there are a bunch of skins that relate to the Final Reckoning, and these are just a few of the leaked skins. We're going to cover all of the leaked skins later in the video, but if there's a Final Reckoning bundle, these would be the most likely to be a part of it. So first of all, guys, you have this skin right here, which if it looks familiar, there is a reason for that. The reason it looks familiar is because this is the same exact character that was seen on the Final Reckoning posters back in Gotham City last season. We talked a lot about how those posters had to be pointing towards skins in the next season, and that was indeed the case because these are official skins coming out soon. And with that being said, these would make sense to be a part of the Final Reckoning bundle. There's also like back blings and pickaxes relating to this skin specifically. At least I'm pretty sure these are his skins. He also has like a different variant that is like a liquid under his like robotic mask. It's honestly a very interesting skin. I'm curious to see what it looks like in game, but that's not the only one. If you also take a look here, there is a ton of stuff around this character right here. I forget his name exactly. It's Teef. Yeah, T-E-E-F. That's his name. But this one's interesting because there's a ton of stuff, a ton of other items surrounding this skin. So obviously you can see that that is another one of the Final Reckoning posters, but he's got a back bling that is like Nosh, which is an interesting looking back bling. It's just a blob with some teeth. There's also a goo glider, which obviously fits in with that set. On top of that, there's a pickaxe called the Globber. Again, obviously fits in with that set. There's also like a wrap, I'm pretty sure, and then there's this pickaxe too, or the dual pickaxe, that seemingly fits in with that set as well. Oh yeah, and this is the wrap right here, I think. But either way, guys, again, that is one of the Final Reckoning skins, and there are other Final Reckoning skins, I'm pretty sure, since there were shown, I think, 5 in the Gotham City movie theater. So with that being said, the Final Reckoning, all of these interesting skins around it could be the theme of this Fortnitemares. I mean, why else would they have this many skins around something called the Final Reckoning? I doubt every single one of these would be in a single bundle, and from what we've seen, the Final Reckoning skins look a little bit like experimental, so to say. They don't look like classic Halloween type skins, except for maybe the vampire type looking skin, but especially the ones we've already been shown, so I think that could be how Fortnitemares 3 will look like. But after that then, guys, let's keep it going going here with the release date for Fortnitemares 3, because obviously it's not in the game quite yet, but Halloween is coming up soon, so when are they going to do this event? Well guys, it looks like the event date is going to be next week. The reason for that is because we got a small update today, and I'm posting this video on Tuesday the 22nd of October, but there was nothing yet found in the files for like challenges for Fortnitemares or like specific event stuff, though we got a bunch of skins and things. So obviously the next update is where they're going to add all of those things for the in-game event. And the expected date for that update is the 29th of October, which is a Tuesday coming up. So a week from today's video, that is the likely date as of right now for the Fortnitemares event, because that's going to be a big update. It's version 11.10, and it's just before Halloween, so it lines up perfectly for this event happening. So yeah guys, and then it's likely going to last maybe a week. I don't see it lasting longer than that, especially since Fortnitemares 2 only lasted about a week or so. It actually lasted around a week and a half, so maybe that's like an expected time frame for this. I'm pretty sure Fortnitemares 2 ended on November 4th, but it also started sooner. So yeah, maybe somewhere around November 7th or something like that would be the end date, but that is just a complete guess as of right now. Either way, that start date is probably like 90% sure of what the start date is going to be, unless of course they wait till exactly on Halloween to release it. And then after that guys, before we get into it with the leaked skins, there's a lot to go over, don't worry. There will more than likely be challenges to complete, and one of these items coming up could definitely be a free reward that we could get during this event. But I do want to say that it is almost as for sure as it can get that there will be challenges and free rewards during this event, since Fortnitemares 2 had a bunch of free rewards and fun challenges to complete. So yeah, and again guys, I'll be helping you out with those challenges, so remember to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. After that then though, let's get into it with all of the leaked skins for this upcoming Fortnitemares and stuff, all of the Halloween themed skins, because there is a lot here, a lot of stuff to go over for sure. And starting it out guys, Ghoul Trooper is returning with new styles and stuff like that, so it's pretty crazy overall. Obviously if you logged into the game recently, you saw that Skull Trooper got some new styles, and they're pretty cool overall. Remember to use code TheLlamaSir if you're getting any of those. But Ghoul Trooper is finally coming back into the item shop. It's been almost like, what, 2 years or something like that? But yeah, as you already saw, there is an extra style that I think you'd get if you just got the skin when it comes out this time around. But there is also another version, which is the pink version, which seems to maybe be the like OG version, where if you had the Ghoul Trooper from way back when, you'd get this special version of it. And it's pretty solid overall. It's pretty noticeable, a bit more noticeable than like the purple Skull Trooper, which was a bit disappointing to be honest, even though I didn't have the skin back then, so it didn't really matter. But this one is pretty cool overall. I kind of like the pink and blue, sort of like cotton candy, so to say. But yeah, on top of that, this one too, Brainiac Jonesy, or something like that is his name, he gets another style too, which is pretty interesting. After that then, you've also got this skin right here, which is really cool because it's like a ragdoll type skin. At least it appears to be, but it also looks like it's maybe a style, because if you take a look at this one, this appears to be the vampire skin from the Final Reckoning posters, or what we thought was a vampire. Obviously, if it is like a ragdoll type skin, as we can see from these pictures, maybe again it's a style. I'm not exactly sure what the original would be, but either way, it's definitely a very interesting one for sure. But on top of that, you also have this one right here called Jawbreaker. Fairly simple skin, but looks pretty solid overall. I think that one's brand new. And also you have the Delirium skin, which is pretty solid. That's a pretty interesting one. He also has, like, I believe a pickaxe, which is this one right here, the Spellbound Staff. And on top of that, also he has a backbling, which is the Illusion Rune backbling, which is a pretty solid backbling to be honest. And speaking of backblings, there's also this one right here, which is called the Back-O-Lantern, and I'm not sure which skin this goes with. It might be one that you can just get from the item shop itself, and it doesn't come with any specific skin, which could make sense, but you know, it's pretty interesting. Obviously, it appears to be animated with like fire, which will be pretty cool. I'm excited to see how that'll work. But yeah, pretty solid overall. You've also got this one, which is maybe a Halloween type skin. I'm pretty sure it's new, but yeah, it's pretty cool overall. I think it's called Wrath, and then he also has a pretty interesting backbling. I actually like this backbling quite a bit. It's like a what's that thing called? Oh my gosh, the thing with the sand and the time and you flip it. What is it called? I'm blanking out on the name. If you guys know, leave a comment down below, but that looks like a pretty cool one. That's probably animated as well. The sand probably moves through it, but I'd be interested to see if it like flips over or something like that. On top of that, there's also a bundle called the Cryptic Curse Bundle, which if I were to make a guess which of these skins would be in it, I think it would be this one right here that I just showed you. The reason for that is because we got images of this skin with a pickaxe, which we don't see very often, and also that skin has a bunch of different styles, which obviously you see styles in the shop once in a while, but if it were to be a bundle, that would make even more sense, and the styles are just different colors and things like that. There's also the fact that Cryptic Curse, this guy's wrapped up a little bit like a mummy. It would make a lot of sense, to be honest, that that is in fact the Cryptic Curse bundle, but obviously that is not for sure quite yet. Keeping it going here though, you have some other skins. You've got the dark version of Rex right here, as you can see, with two different variants or styles, and then you've also got Dark Triceratops. So since those two skins are very similar, and they also come with their respective back blings in the dark version, and not to mention a Dark Dino Bones double pickaxe. But anyways guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more fun videos like this coming out in the near future, especially with Fortnitemares. And on top of that, you can check out some of my previous videos here, such as on the left, how to gain XP in the fastest way, and below that, some other fun videos I'm sure you'll enjoy. But other than that guys, again, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.